I think we're back. Oh man, I'm really glad I copy and pasted the last few comments. And we're back.
All right.
Didn't
I'm gonna
nobody's watching yet, but all right, we got one
I'm
back.
gonna,
Go ahead. What were we gonna say?
I'm gonna have to drop off here actually. In in just a second, but
Okay.
I'll finish this topic and then I'm gonna drop off here.
That sounds good. Let's see. We lost just about everybody but me. This says it's our stream URL. So let me get into this. I can hit copy here.
There we go. Click back up. Ish.
um, where did my Discord go? I got you over here, but where's the actual Discord? Where did it run to? Here it is. Go back to full screen. Blasted storm. See, I don't think this is the right. So let me go back.
Yeah, I need to drop off.
You got it,
But
man. I'll take over
I'll let
from here
you
just for a little
carry
while
on
and
and have fun. I'll talk to you later.
yeah, bro. Take care, man. We'll see if we can't get back on. I think a few people have found us again. I am trying. I got two computers and way too much going. Let's see. Thanks for your patience, guys. We really appreciate it. Of course, it would storm as soon as I we start live streaming like this. Booyah. Let me go here. I'll post this there. I'll go into Discord. And we'll try and figure out where we left off so I can get rid of this. And I'll pop this over here. What we'll do is we'll actually... All right, guys. Yeah, thanks for, sorry about that. Yeah, you guys are welcome. I see some thank yous in there. We appreciate that. You guys have been patient. It was a pretty gnarly rollout. Um, Definitely had a little bit bigger response than we thought as far as how fast. So we kind of had to spin up the servers and really put things into high gear, but we were prepared as best we could be. So I think we did pretty good. I give a lot of credit to Borf Switch, man. He's the man. All right, so how many people we got going on here? We were talking about the API calls on Postman. I am going to leave that one up to Borf Switch. Actually, the computer that I have doing my stream right now, I don't even have Postman. My other laptop, which is my other setup in front of me right now, is the one that has my Postman that I use to fire from. I really only use that for testing. But I use the bot pretty regularly from my other setup that I'm streaming from. So I'd have to download it and install it. So Postman is an option because really all we're doing is we are taking that script that either are alert. If we go to here, let's see favorites. Bam. The script that this creates, or the one that we build and write ourselves, and then Postman just fires it and it communicates with our program and our bot and stuff. So All right. So you guys appreciate your patience now that it's just me for a little while. I was definitely prepared for that, but I was so thankful Borf Switch came on because I'm gonna be managing the questions and answers all at the same time. Will there be more confluences added? Yes. We went over that earlier, but if you have just joined, we are going to be doing more than just divergences. Um, we plan on all kinds of things. I mean, pretty much our options are as endless as indicators. And if anyone's played around with indicators on TradingView, there is no shortage of them. So, okay, here's a good one. If I create a TradingView alert and then remove the indicator from my chart, will the alert still work? Yes, it will. And it will work as the variables that you put in. So basically, once you come in here, you do your settings, and you hit add alert, you're basically tattooing that alert in here. That's how I can, come in here, make a setup, add an alert, come in here, change the price, you know, say okay, come back, add another alert, and I just stack alerts. So let's see. So before, oh yeah. So someone did ask before we do the copy trading, are we going to be doing like sharing some of the bot setups and things that we might be looking at? So yeah, absolutely, we're going to be doing that. Hold on, Clyde. Okay, Clyde the bot was telling me I'm disconnected. He kicked me off. All right, so yeah, we're going to be definitely. I'll be trying to live stream. I might do a couple of setups. Me and Jay are going to be streaming regularly together. Probably doing a couple setups, just talking about some of the logic of the bot. So yeah, absolutely. You guys have been asking some good questions, man. Some of the stuff I hadn't even thought about for a long time because I've been running the bot for a long time, and I just do it now. It's just normal the way I trade. Okay, here's actually a really good question. I don't know if Mark is still on. But anyway, can the bot open a trade based on a condition and not a price? Absolutely. So the bot can trade on anything that you can set an alert on, right? For example, good old EMA. That's not the one I wanted at all. I play around with way too many indicators, just so you all know. I'd have to remember them. Okay, so let's just go up here. Make sure I type on the right computer. Let's go to this one, right? So if I come in here and I click this, right, I can add an alert on this indicator. And I can say when, oops, I'm actually gonna drop this off. Come here. You have to find an indicator that gives you the right, what you're looking for. I'm just looking for something simple here, because this is actually extremely powerful. There we go. So let's say I want to create a condition when BCT USDT is crossing up on Team 9. I want it to fire only once. I can put my alert in here, right? So let me get this back over here for you guys to see. So I could come in here, set my side, say I want to go short, and these are my settings. I can hit copy, come back to TradingView, right? Make sure I type on the right computer. right? And so what I need is this, right? So I come back over here, I hit copy, bam. Okay, so now when BCT crosses up on this indicator, it will go short, right? So that's one way you can do it. Not the best indicator there. But yeah, that's how that works. So, I mean, you could do momentum wave crossing the zero coming up, and then the bot would fire. So there's lots of different things you can do. And you know what? I'm going to get into something. I'm probably going to create a bunch of questions by getting into this, but you can also do what's called required indicators. And what I mean by that is exactly what is on here, right? So if I go to add confluence and I want to say I want to bearish since I'm going, right? I'm going short. Yeah, going short. And I want this value to be set to true. Okay, so it adds this required indicator. You guys can actually create these required indicators that you can use on your own. I might dedicate a whole nother live stream to that because it gets really into the weeds, but it really what makes our bot so powerful is that we can create these custom indicators that conditions that we want met on multiple time frames, right? So I want the 12-minute, and because I'm going to take a big old swing trade, I want the 4-hour as well, right? So if I take this and I drop it into TradingView and I create my custom conditions that I want, you know, I need to clean up my indicators. Let's go on a big time frame. So if I wanted to look at the 1 hour and take a long every time it crosses this EMA, you know, you can do that. You can add the alert. You can come in and say BCT crossing up, down, greater than, less than, entering channel. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you can do in here. But I wanted that extra confluence, right? Like I can drop this in here and say, take that trade if there's, the momentum confluence is on the 4-hour and the 12-minute. So there's the 4-hour, there's the 12-minute, and it'll go. So if you could just imagine all the indicators out there and all the required indicators you could create and all the different, conditions. That's actually what I do quite a bit is build custom bots that cross this, go here with this confluence, it fires. So, and honestly, sometimes it takes me 2 weeks, just to build one because the logic just, it's crazy, but it's fun. It's fun. Uh, let's see. If I wanted to run 5 trade setups on TradingView, would I have to copy the webhook each time? The great thing about TradingView is no, I would check it. I really would. I would just make sure you check it, right? So let's just pretend that we're going to do some setups, right? So I'm going to come back in here, Crypto Fusion Bot Alert. And let's just pretend we're going to expect it to come all the way up here, right? And we're going to short this. We're going to short it at that. And look at these fantastic settings. I'm just kidding. So my momentum confluence on this, what are we on, the 1-hour? You know what? Let's not worry about it. Let's go to the 12s and then let's go back. Let's do 12-minute confluence, right? I want to make sure. And here's my first positions and all this good stuff. Oh, it's gonna be a good trade. I don't trade like this. I mean, I could. It's just paper. 9,000 seconds. That's usually what I do. That's a long time. So do your math on that. Uh, that's good to me. So if I wanted to, I could come in here. Let's just say I add my alert, right? Well, this is not right. So this is different indicator. So I'm going to come over here and we're going to copy this. This is my test net, right? Yeah. Okay, just checking. And so there we go. We're going to say test and I can create, right? And so I'm actually going to go back to my 1 hour because this is usually what I would do. Oh, look, here's another level right here, right? So there's no TA involved in this, guys, by the way. So these are not real trades. 42,500. Don't set these up. I have no idea how this is going to go. 42,500. Moves down. I do run through my settings. I check. I say OK. Now, when I come back up here and I click the right button, I go to add a alert, and I'm going to check, Usually I just hit end. Cool. All right, it's my test net. I'll hit create. Done. I'm like, oh, look, there's a level way up here, I'm expecting a level here. So all I do is come in here and 46, 231, because that's a special number, and say okay. And again, these are not real setups. There you go. Right? I would just add alert. This is actually what I do. I come over, I hit end. I just hit delete, didn't I? End. Doesn't matter because I'm actually gonna delete these. So yeah, I just make sure it's the last 4. That's what I look at. I was the one that asked for switch to leave the last 4 so I could just see. And there we go. I've got all of those trades set up in here. And here they are. So here's some here. There's some test trades, and then there's some different things going on in here as well. So yeah. So that's kind of how I would go and look. I would get, a chart. I'd get out my TA. I would pick my few shorts that I want. I'd pick my few longs. I would, be like, well, this one's more of a swing, so I'm going to look on the higher time frames. This might be a scalp. I might run this a little closer, take a little more, take profit a little sooner. Take a lot more out than just, trying to secure and wait for a swing trade. So, yeah, it's a very powerful tool, and I've definitely enjoyed using it, and I feel spoiled. So, being the first one to sit here and use this all the time. All right, so when trying to... All right. So you can't set limit orders on the site. Okay, so, all right. Here's the logic, right, of how to do this. Really appreciate you guys sticking with me this long too, by the way. So I can totally do limit orders on the site, right? But if I'm doing a limit order, I'm going in right now. So hopefully I've done my appropriate TA, and I'm like, I know exactly where I want this to go, and it's going to fire, and it's going to go sit in your immediately in your exchange, right? So for example, here, you know what? Let's just pull this over. Here, this was a test from earlier. Let's just mark it. Let's close. So this is just my test net, and then my bot's firing off telling me, oh, you've closed your trades. So let's get rid of these here. Go away. There we go. All right. So let's just say I want to fire a limit order because I feel like we're going to come up to 41,352, right? So in this case, I've hopefully done my my TA, you know. So UCT USDT. I'm going to do a short. Entry timeout 15 minutes. That's fine. Market price. I was looking for the entry price. And so entry price, let's see, what did I say? 41,300, right? So let's come back over here and I'm going to say 41,300. Woo, let's not pay that much for Bitcoin. 41,300. There we go. Just make sure okay, yeah, balance 10, leverage. Let's just say 5. Extra stop loss, stop loss. And let's send. Oh, there it is. Sorry, to drag it by accident. All right, so now I have my limit order. So yes, you can set them in. They're just going to fire in right away, right? So if we come up here and let's just pretend my confirmations I wanted aren't there, well, it's going to fill, right? Because it's past the bot, it's past the program, it's already sitting in the exchange. I'll leave that there because that'll be really lucrative trade later. We'll look back and it'll, you know, oh yeah, make some paper. All right. But if I want to, so you can use this to fire. Like there's many times I've been sitting here staring at TradingView and been like, this looks good. I like this. You know, we're CDWing up here. Let me either mark it or just limit, you know, if it's like about to happen immediately, and I just fire it off and it sits there. And this is what I like about it. Doing it that way, right? What I'm going to do is just force this down and make it close. Don't trade like this, by the way. Don't chase the market. I'm just going to drop it on this side so it fills. Boop. See? So I didn't have to set my stop loss. I didn't have to set my take profit. It just does it. You know? So I'm happy. All I had to do was come in here and fill this out, and I don't have to worry about this kind of stuff. And if this wasn't a all take profit, when this dropped, obviously this would come down. But, you know, maybe sometimes I'm like, oh, I meant to put my stop loss there. Well, there you go. The bot recognizes that. It'll still work. So we're good to go on that. I hope this is all making sense to you guys. When the bot sends a message to the Discord, where does it go where I can see them? Okay, so I think the question would be when you check this little guy down here, notify Discord, right? Do I have Discord open on this computer? Yes, I do. Okay, good. I am going to check it. So these are my messages, right? From earlier. So this is where it DMs me, right? So this is where my bot says, hey, you ordered, or you made an order, it's filled, your stop loss, your take profit. Okay, stop loss order, take profit. Take profit order is placed. Oh, I wanted to stop loss order filled. Take profit order filled, right? My stop loss order was modified, so I took take profit 1, it automatically moved it to entry, and then the market bounced back and stopped me out in profit. My order was placed, stop loss, take profit orders placed, take profit order fully filled, and the stop loss order was modified. Yeah, it looks like we had a server reboot, so it reminded me, hey, your bot's running. I'm like, okay. Take profit order filled again, so I actually filled take profit 2, and then I got my stop loss order was modified. right? And I think I took another trade here, so this is a completely different trade. So that's how you kind of keep track of what you're doing with your bot. When you come here and you're sending to this, right, the notify Discord, what you're looking for, bot signals. Boom. Went long, went short. You can see everybody using the bot. So, and I don't even want to know how this poor channel. It's just ridiculous. So that's where it goes. It's in our Crypto Fusion bot Discord, and it's under bot signals. All right. So yeah, someone did the math. 2.5 hours on my 9,000 seconds. Yep, that's about right. Sometimes I wait for the market to swing back. Sometimes it'll trigger your trade and not take it for a while. But usually I keep an eye on it after that. So we can set limit orders from the site. It's just not with confirmations. Type on the right keyboard here. We went over that too. Appreciate you guys being patient. Someone asked me for like what I recommend for confirmations. I mean that's huge. A lot of times Jay's posts, have like he's looking for a 1 hour divergence with a 12-minute divergence. And CDW, chickens drinking water. So he's looking for that wick. So those are things that you can look for. Mathematically, the CDW is not very easy to swing failure pattern because usually you're looking for that on lower time frames anyway. So that one's a little trickier, but you can definitely add the 1 hour. Make sure we got those uneven butt cheeks, and then the 12-minute, and yeah, you're good to go. So just to explain, wrong mouse. Here, go away for a minute. How the bot logically looks at this, right? Because mathematically, it's pretty difficult, right? So what we have, this is not the best example, but I'm going to just draw on the chart like I want to, all right? Okay, wow, that lagged like crazy. I was like, what happened? So price going up, momentum coming down, right? I'm just saying that this is just hypothetical. I could probably go back and find a divergence, but whatever. So this is, a divergence, right? And what we're looking for is the bearish divergence. So if price is coming up, right? Wow, look at that lag. It's real. Look at the squiggle lag. All right. And then momentum's coming down. Then we know that there's a divergence. So our bot mathematically like watches this momentum, right? And when the bot knows that the momentum is pointing down, it's not perfect because it's math. That sounds crazy because math is kind of universally, black and white, but not all conditions are, bearish. But anyway, so it's watching this. So if that momentum's coming down, but the price came up to hit your limit order, that's the confirmation of the bearish divergence. So that's how that works mathematically. And there's a little bit more that goes into it, but that's kind of the gist of it. So our program keeps an eye on these things. That's what's so nice. And that's why we're trying to work on other things to get more confluence. So that would be my suggestion for the confirmations. Would be, Jay kind of, leans us in the right direction on that sometimes if it's a scalp or a swing. That would be my biggest recommendation to everyone is take profit and secure profit. Like the bot is so good at that, like I would rather get stopped out in profit and kind of miss a trade than to risk, trying to go big and then have the market pull back against you, and then becoming, trapped in your trade. So that's my suggestion, is to use it like that. All right. So I'm going to kind of go through the questions here. I think I've answered all the ones that I had marked down. Let's see. Forgive me while I read, guys. I'm tired, so it's hard to talk and read at the same time. It's getting late in the UK. Oh, greatly appreciated. I have a couple people I communicate with over there. Text them and they're like, "Bro, it's midnight." And I'm like, "Oh, my bad. My bad. Get some rest." Um, okay. I think we kind of obviously we didn't go through everything. Someone says, "Yes, I want more weeds. Get into the weeds." Oh, Warp Switch will take you all the way into the coding weeds that you want with Postman and all kinds of stuff. I'm definitely I definitely work on building, custom confirmations and logic of algo bot trading, just completely programmatic trading. So I have a couple bots that just 100% trade 24 hours a day, 365 days. Um, and they just do it. So it's definitely possible to do. It took a long time to get to the point where I could logically sit down and figure that out because I'm a little slow. It takes me a little extra time. But any last questions at this point? I'm sure you guys have a million of them. Um, okay, so someone said, so for confirmations, you have to place in TradingView. Absolutely. If you're trying to do a future setup, use TradingView. Um, my favorite would be the indicator coming in here and actually using our indicator. But if you love the website and you want multi time frame confluence, which is really so powerful, I know a lot of bot traders, and I can think of a few in specific that I talked to, and when I told them that we had multi time frame confluence, they kind of freaked out, and you know. So I can come down. I can say bearish momentum on the 12 hour, or the 4 hour. I want to make sure that's true, and I want to do a bearish momentum on the 12 minute, and I say true, right? And let's just go side short. We're going to do a limit order. We're going to do it at this price. Or, you know what? Why not? When it fires, let's just have it buy in no matter what. Never miss a trade with market. I know you pay some fees and whatever, but most of my auto bots, actually, my algo bots, I call them auto bots. I think they're like Optimus Prime or something, but they market in, and I limit out, so it kind of balances out. Stop loss. Let's add another TP. And I need to make sure that this is like 50%, right? And then let's just say 25%. And I'm going to leave 25% on the trade for me to manually handle, right? Because I'm only telling the bot to take out this, right? Boom. Okay. So, why not? We'll tell Discord about this one because I'm not gonna fire. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying. All right. So now I've set up on here for my future trade. So now I can let me copy. I'm pretty sure that's already copied. So I'm coming this script. Copy my script. Come here. I can even do this. I can be like, you know what? Take a horizontal line. When Bitcoin hits that right there, I'm gonna have an alert, and when it crosses it only once, it's gonna send my signal. I'm gonna name it and then bam. That's the script from the website. I just hit create and it'll be there. I'm gonna have to go through and delete all these. Stuff will be fired and I'll be like, what's going on? Doesn't matter, it's the test net. Because that's what we do, we paper trade. So there you go, right? And honestly, with this, you need to be careful moving this around because if I do this, boom, it just fired. And it just marketed in. So when you set them on this like this, you just, pay attention when you're moving it around. It's almost like the exchange, because when you took it from above the price to below, technically it crossed. So it fires on you. But that's just one way you can do it. A lot of times if I do like a horizontal line like this, I lock them. That way they don't accidentally fire. And if you do a limit order, it'll just throw it in the exchange and you can go and delete your limit order and just turn the alert back on. Let's see, I'm going to scroll back through. All right, so if you have a second take profit, say 25%, does it take 25% of the original margin out or 25% of what's left on the trade? So that's a really good question, right? So if I come up here and I told it to take half my trade here and the 25% there. So if I had 4 Bitcoin on the trade, right? Let's say I had 4 Bitcoin. Well, here I would sell 2, and then here I would sell 1, and then I would have had 1 left over. So, I hope that makes sense. If you have move stop loss available on 1 and 2, it moves the stop loss to the entry. What happens when it hits 2? That's actually a really good question. And actually, I think you asked that earlier. I saw that question, so I'm really glad you asked that again. Thank you. All right, let's play. Let's play with the exchange. This will work. I really, you know what? I want a bigger screen. I want more than this. Let's get this out of here. All right, here we go. All right, just double click. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, one, I'm gonna turn this alert off. Here, let's just delete the line. Just go away. Cool. All right. So here is our stop loss, right? Here is our entry. Take profit 1, take profit 2, right? So let's do entry, a different color, so it makes sense. I'm not going to type it all in and do all that, but you guys get it. Stop loss, entry, take profit 1, right here, take profit 2, all right? So as price forgive me guys, I'm just trying to help with the logic. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So all right, so we got price and we're gonna have price coming up, and let's say it hits our entry right here, right? So we entered the trade, we came up, oh, we almost got stopped out, but we're good, right? We're coming back down, we hit take profit 1, okay? So what's gonna happen is it's locked. I'm such a goof. This comes down and now we're secured, right? We took profit at take profit 1 and we're good. So boom, take profit 1's gone, but we hit it. So if you have the stop loss enabled to be moved, what's going to happen as price continues to come down? Look at price, it's going wild. All right, it comes down, does a knife drop, bam, hits this again, right? So what's going to happen is we are going to end up moving, hopefully I moved the right one here. Nope, I figured not. This is going to come down where we hit take profit 1. Okay, so now your stop loss is at take profit 1, like where you had that. So you can kind of build a selective trailing stop loss. It doesn't exactly trail, right? But you guys get what I'm saying. So if there's another one down here, and this is another take profit, and price continues to do what it does, and it comes down, it hits this one, and you have it enabled again, now it's going to come down to here, right? And so once we finally get, we hit the bottom, hopefully you take a long right here, and then it comes back up, boom. It sells the rest of your position right there. So that way you've captured all of this profit here. Hopefully that made sense. Let's see, what do I recommend to learn code to make your own confirmations? I'm actually going to be dedicating some time to this. But, I'm not a coder. I'm not a coder. Borf Switch is the coder. I don't know what I am. The logic man. We'll go with that. So, this is the confirmation, right? So if I wanted to, whoa, let's not do that. So what I could do, right? For example, and I'm just going to draw this because I'm definitely just, there we go. This is our EMA, right? We're going to pretend this is our EMA. Every time price crosses this EMA, I can set up an alert, okay, that will send information to the bot, all right? And what that's going to do is it's going to create a required indicator. And I'm really going to get into this, and I'll definitely bring in Borf Switch for that to help me out as far as explaining it correctly, because I'm not a coder. I understand the logic because I've been doing this for quite a while, but haven't had to explain it. So let's just say, let's just say right here, right? Price crossed this EMA. Okay, so, well, yeah, let's do this. Price crossed the EMA right there. Okay, so let's just say I like to trade long when price is above the EMA. Okay, so what I could do would be to take this, right? And instead of this, I could change it to, let's just say, EMA. Why is that not working? It probably won't let me, huh? Hold on, give me a second here. Here, let's bring this up. All right. Good thing I don't have anything in that Exodus wallet. That was my private keys. That's funny. All right, so seriously, there's nothing in there at that moment because that's a different one, so don't get all excited. All right, so what I can do is I can take this and I can do EMA bullish, right? So every time the price crosses the EMA, you're going to send this information that the price crossed the EMA, and now maybe your Autobot will start looking for longs above the EMA, right? So you're kind of setting the stage for it to trade above the EMA. When the price drops below the EMA, either you're looking for shorts, or I could say as it goes under, now it's false, okay? So I'm creating conditions. That's pretty much what we did with the momentum and a couple of other things that we're going to be adding. And so, yeah, I hope that makes sense. I know that's a lot, but we're definitely going to get into that, and really help you guys out with that kind of stuff. We're going to be voting on coins to add, altcoins, different confirmations as we start to figure them out logically on how to feed it into the bot and the program. So, but that'll kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on there. So about setting it just percentages versus like exact dollar. Yes, I believe that is on the docket. When we come in here, price percentages and things. I know a lot of people like to know exactly what dollar amount they're going to go in and out on. So that is definitely something we want to do. And also under our indicators, we do have the exact price one, which does pretty much exactly that, right? So if I come in here, I use percentages because I'm measuring the chart and I'm doing stuff, so I kind of, you know, um, but here you go. So TP1 at this price, right? So there you go. You can put it down pretty much to the exact dollar there. And there we go, TP2. So, yep, we do have that on this for the alert, so it is something that we do plan on adding here. All right, so if you have a second take profit, say 55%, 25%, and it does take 25% of the original margin out. I think we talked about that. So yeah, it will take out, yes, it will take out the percent of the original margin, not the actual. So this would be 75% of my actual trade that I started with out. Yes. And obviously, if I wanted to take 100% out of my trade, boom, there you go. It's not what's left. It's this would be 100% of my trade would be sold out. Really glad I hadn't used that Exodus wallet yet. Not that I think you guys would actually do that, but that makes me laugh. Private keys on a stream. I like want to open it to make sure, but I know it's not. It's elsewhere. That's awesome. All right, so yeah, just trying to see if there's any other questions. Really appreciate you guys being patient in the chat with us. We're not some like really, huge company or anything. So appreciate your patience as we, work with you guys to get, things built and, trying to get things fixed and get you guys set up and using the bot. So I will be streaming with Jay regularly, discussing logic and strategies and different things like that. How to set up his trades. I might even come in and actually, like show you, that I'm going to set up a trade and why and how I do it, just to help out. So, but let me know at the time if you guys got anything else. I think we'll get this wrapped up, but this is just a good opportunity to help you guys as far as understanding, how to use it. So I think we're good, man. I really appreciate you guys coming and listening. So yeah, this will be up on our YouTube channel if you want to reference it. I know it was kind of long, but we really just wanted to give everybody opportunity to join in, ask live questions, and we're going to try and build a Q&A session in our Discord and things. And I really appreciate there's been quite a few of you that have been helping other people out without even us asking. So that's just amazing. Really appreciate that. A lot of you guys have stepped up, and I haven't asked a single person to do that other than probably our original um, bot team, like the actual admins. So greatly appreciate it, guys. Thank you for doing that. You guys have been amazing, and yeah, I look forward to it. So we'll see you guys later.